And greetings once again. Let's talk about the Group B of the RMR Europe. For that, I'm doing another giveaway for the final Team Liquid versus whatever. So, if you want to participate, easy. Just check out my Twitter account. Quite simple. I've been doing this for the whole Premier League. Premier League, yeah, Premier League. For the whole Pro League. So yeah, you want to participate? Easy. Follow, like, and share, and predict the amount of nitro frags in a whole final game. And that's it. And now let's jump into the Group B RMR. So let's start with the Navi game against not benched heroes, but still should be beating them. Ends should be beating Heat, Heroic, Vitality. This is interesting one. Sangal has a chance actually to beat BIG, but we don't know if Kirsten gonna leave his room, then anything is possible, you know. But in general, Big should be beating them. Outsiders, don't see any problem for them. K23, I'm not a fan of the current lineup, so I believe Masuta can actually pop off against them. Mouse against OG. This is interesting one, but for me, OG looks stronger, and I see more potential in OG. I still don't believe in Dexter's IGL for the European lineup. It is what it is. Now let's go with the Navi game. Navi against OG. If Navi gonna play the way they were playing in the Pro League, OG can easily beat them. So mm, I believe they can be an upset, and especially it's best of one. So OG can pop off in one game. If they're gonna remove Mirage instantly, then GG. So ends Heroic against Outsiders. For some reason, the new roster from Heroic isn't really working out the way we all expected. Maybe they need to switch roles, but I believe they're gonna stick with the roles they have right now for this RMR, and maybe they're gonna change something right before the major. But for now, they're gonna stick with the roles. And Heroic, I don't see them beating Outsiders. And Outsiders, I actually like the way they play right now. So in my book, they are contender for the 3-0. Vitality should be beating Big with no problem. Then Mouse should be winning. K23 against Heat. As I already said, I'm not a K23 supporter right now, so I believe Heat gonna beat them. Then interesting matchup, but I believe the Monte has more potential, so Monte gonna win. Tangal beating the Fantasy, so whatever. Mm. Now maybe let's do the elimination match first. K23 or So. I want to say K23 gonna win, but I don't think so. So I believe So gonna win. And then Benched Heroes or Fantasy. Well, the team is gonna be playing instead of Benched Heroes, probably gonna win against Fantasy. Then 1-1 game, Mouse against Falcons. Um, Anything can happen, but at the moment, like, Mouse are still a slight favorite. Hero against Monte. Hero should be winning this. Tangal against Navi. Navi should be winning. I wish they lose, but they're gonna win most likely. Big against Heat, and this is where next upset can come in, and we can quickly check the lineup of Heat. Joko, Exercise, Afro, Jax. Like, these both French lineups are quite interesting, and like they all have like double carries, right? RG and Maka carrying Falcons, and Afro and Body kind of carrying the Heat, but in a game against are they? versus Big, I don't see the way they can carry them, right? So for me, it's a W for Big. Now 3-0 games. Surprise, surprise. Uh, I still gonna go with the outsiders. I have more faith in them. I still think that OG made a great changes, but they need some more time. Maybe for like next major, they can be like a top 10 team that can actually have a decent expectation for the event, like a semifinal or whatever. But at the moment, like outsiders are still stronger. In terms of vitality against Ents, I don't think that Ents have a chance to beat Vitality right now, and Vitality has to go 3-0. Right? If we stop being a little bit delusional and have Navi advancing, then Navi against the outsiders, and I still gonna go with the outsiders, right? I still have more faith in outsiders than Navi. So for me, like Navi not gonna go 3-0. So Ents against OG. If we compare Ents and OG in terms of firepower and so on, they're very very similar, right? Like I can't really give uh, any team the advantage, right? Like the snipers, maybe in sniper department, Dexter is slightly stronger, right? But then on the other side, like which rifles does OG have that are better than Diha or better than Valde? Neofrag is not. Flames, not. Fiku, definitely not. Like IGLs, Snappy versus Nexa, big question. So like these teams are very very balanced in terms of fighting each other, but still like I'm gonna give slight advantage to ends on this one. Mm. Roic still advancing 3-1. Monte, Sangal against Mouse. Uh, I'd love to see Sangal going through, but I still think that it's the Mouse moment. Heat most likely gonna beat Fantasy, whatever. Then it made it actually no, all Gucci. Supposed to be this way. Did anything change here? No, no, no. All Gucci. And then the deciding games, right? OG against Heat, OG winning. Mouse versus Falcons. Mouse, and there's gonna be a huge prize if Big not qualifying for the major. It's gonna be huge. And is it possible? Yes. Can Monte qualify? I would love to see that story where Simple was kind of hating on one guy, like it already happened with Yekenda, right? Simple was hating on him, and like now look what Yekenda does, right? Yekenda is like one of the best rifles in the world, right? So I wouldn't be surprised to see similar thing, right? And this would be like a great start for that, right? Or there's another way, let's say a big win, and Simple can still shit talk the guy, right? So it's gonna be a huge motivation for this guy to win, right? And I believe that it's a potential upset. But for my fantasy team, it's really irrelevant. Okay? These are the teams that I'm gonna pick my players from, right? 3-0 Vitality and Outsiders in my book, and 3-1 these three teams. Like it can be anyway, right? Like what I care about is having the best performing players at the event, right? Late for his recent performances is wow, please sign me up, right? Uh, which other players am I having faith in? Zaivu? Mm, too expensive? Or maybe I can find a way. Can I find a way? If I take Kickard and have to take Snappy. Oh, I don't like this. Pardon, Zaivo. What if I take things? Okay. I need a sniper. Fame is a great option. 376. What if I take Apex? Has to go for the IGL role. Okay, whatever. And Gabi Valde. Valde. In my book, they're going through 3-1. Only losing to them. Then winning against OG. What if they lose against OG? Ooh, that's interesting. I believe Valde is a really good gamble. Because I believe he took over Spink's roles, right? And yeah, am I happy with this? Apex can farm some decent points against Body. Against Fantasy, yes. Against Big, yes. Against Ants, maybe, but yeah, actually, yeah. Like it's a decent gamble in terms of roles. Multifragger on Flit, Things as defender, because he had a couple of rough games, but still he can recover, no problem. Jame as an Oper, Apex as leader, and do I really want to take the support role? Gonna get like assists, survives, traded, about 25%. Maybe I should try like entry. Actually, entry looks good. Yeah. Okay, it is what it is. This is gonna be my lineup, and yeah, let me know what you think. And don't forget to participate in the giveaway. Also, I'm gonna drop my Discord in the comment. And yeah, join. Have fun.